Act like a lady, think like a man. What men really think about true love, intimacy, and lasting relationships. Are you ready to decode the mysterious ways of men? In this insightful audiobook, Steve Harvey reveals the secrets of male behavior and thinking, offering you powerful tools to build a deeper, more fulfilling relationship with your one and only. Whether you're looking to find the right man, understand his needs, or navigate a long-lasting partnership, this audiobook is your ultimate guide to love from a man's perspective. Introduction. In Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, renowned television host and relationship expert Steve Harvey takes you on an eye-opening journey into the male psyche. Harvey shares valuable insights into why men think and act the way they do, providing actionable advice for women looking to foster stronger connections with their partners. By understanding how men express love, what they prioritize in a relationship, and how they differ in emotional expression, you will be empowered to create a lasting bond with the right man. Focus points. Men's priorities. Why men often choose career success over love, and how to understand this behavior. The right man for you. The keys to finding the man who's right for your future and relationship goals. The 3 Ps of love. Discover the 3 core ways men express their love and affection. Understanding men's needs. Learn what men truly need in a relationship, and how you can meet those needs. Communication differences. Why women like to talk while men prefer to solve problems, and how to bridge this gap. Respecting your standards. How a man shows love by respecting your boundaries and standards. Self-discovery before relationships. The importance of men knowing themselves before committing to a serious relationship. Learning outcomes. Gain a clear understanding of why men prioritize career and success before love, and how to navigate this in your relationship. Learn how men express love differently from women, and how to recognize these expressions to build stronger bonds. Discover the 3 essential things men need in a relationship and how to provide them. Unlock the secrets to managing and nurturing long-lasting relationships. Understand the key communication differences between men and women, and how to foster healthier conversations. Learn how to set and maintain relationship standards that command respect and love. Find out how understanding men's need for self-discovery can shape the relationship dynamic. This audiobook is designed to empower women with the tools they need to connect deeply with their partners, create lasting relationships, and truly understand the opposite sex. Whether you're single or in a relationship, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man will give you the insights and strategies to achieve the love and happiness you deserve. Focus point 1. Men's drive for success before love. It's natural for a man to prioritize success over love, and this stems from deep-rooted societal conditioning and biological instincts. In relationships today, many men and women experience a disconnect, often because they aren't fully aware of how differently each partner thinks and what drives them. While both men and women may have similar long-term goals, such as achieving career success, finding love, and starting a family, the approach they take to reach these goals is vastly different. For women, multitasking is second nature. They can juggle career ambitions with building relationships and pursuing family goals simultaneously. Women often possess an innate ability to balance their professional life with their personal desires, allowing them to pursue love while climbing the career ladder. In contrast, men tend to focus on one thing at a time. The male mind is more single-track, and for him, career success comes first. A man's drive is laser-focused on achieving professional accomplishments before he feels confident or ready to invest in a relationship. His reasoning isn't out of neglect for love. It's simply that he feels a strong need to prove his worth, especially in terms of providing financial security and stability. This drive for success is ingrained in him from a young age. From childhood, society tells boys that their worth is linked to their ability to succeed, provide, and excel in a chosen field. He's conditioned to believe that before he can truly be a loving partner, he must first establish himself in the world and prove his capability. In many cases, a man won't feel he can give love the attention it deserves until he has sorted out his career and financial situation. This focus on success allows him to feel secure in himself and in turn feel more capable of being a reliable and supportive partner when the time comes. Understanding this aspect of a man's mindset can offer valuable insight into why he might seem distant or overly focused on work. It's not that he doesn't care about love or relationships. It's that he sees success as a crucial step in being able to give love in the way he believes his partner deserves. As we explore in the following chapters, this difference in mindset isn't a flaw. It's just another way men and women approach love and life. By understanding these dynamics, you can use this knowledge to foster better communication and create a stronger, more balanced relationship. Focus point 2. Men and women express love differently. Love, at its core, is a beautiful and powerful emotion, but the way it is expressed can vary greatly between men and women. For women, love is often embodied in nurturing actions, like caring for a sick partner, offering emotional support, and showing affection through thoughtful gestures. A woman's love is patient, selfless, and instinctively hands-on. For example, she might drop everything to care for a partner when he's sick, bringing soup and checking his temperature throughout the night. Her love is evident in the little things she does to show she cares. Men, however, express their love differently. While they are equally capable of deep affection, their way of showing love doesn't always mirror the nurturing acts women often associate with it. A man who loves you may not rush over to bring soup when you're under the weather, nor will he necessarily be as vocal about his feelings in every situation. For instance, he might not reply to every text during a busy meeting or openly declare his love constantly. But this doesn't mean he loves you any less. A man's love is often shown through actions that may not be immediately as obvious to women. Understanding that men and women have distinct ways of expressing love can help bridge the gap between these two different expressions of affection. Steve Harvey describes the male expression of love through the 3 Ps. Profess. The first sign of a man's love is when he openly professes it. A man who loves you will not hesitate to claim the relationship. He will proudly introduce you as his partner, not simply as a friend. If he is ready to make the relationship official and share it with the world, it's a strong indication that his feelings are genuine. Men show their love by taking ownership of the relationship and not shying away from the commitment. Provide. Provision is deeply ingrained in a man's nature. From a young age, men are taught to provide for those they care about. For a man, providing, whether it's financial stability, emotional support, or even offering his time, becomes a key way to express his love. A man who loves you will make sure you feel secure and supported, showing his affection by working to ensure your well-being. This could be in the form of providing for your needs or ensuring you feel safe and taken care of. Protect. Protection is another fundamental way men show love. From childhood, men are taught to defend and protect those they love, especially women. A man's instinct to protect may manifest in different ways, whether it's physical protection, shielding you from harm, or emotional protection, where he stands by you during tough times. If your partner expresses a strong desire to keep you safe and defend you, it's a clear sign that he loves you. While these expressions of love may seem different from the nurturing affection women often offer, they are no less significant. Understanding and appreciating these different love languages is essential for building a successful relationship. When women can recognize that a man's love might not always be expressed in the same ways they would expect, they can avoid unnecessary doubts and frustrations. By learning to identify and understand the unique ways men express love, women can foster stronger, more fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and love. Focus point 3. Men need to discover themselves before entering a relationship. For many men, the idea of committing to a relationship comes after they have first discovered who they are, what they do, and how much they make. These 3 aspects, identity, career, and financial stability, form the foundation of how a man views his worth. Before he can truly invest in a relationship, he feels the need to have these key areas of his life firmly in place. A man's sense of self is often tied to his ability to succeed in these domains. If he's unsure of his place in the world, uncertain about his career, or lacking the financial means he feels he should have, he will feel incomplete. This sense of inadequacy drives him to focus all his energy on achieving his personal and professional goals, often placing relationships on the back burner. For him, proving his worth, through his job, income, and accomplishments, comes before any romantic pursuit. Unlike women who often have the ability to balance self-discovery with relationship building, men tend to operate with a single-track mindset. They can only focus on one thing at a time, and for many men, that means focusing on their career or personal goals before they can give their heart to someone else. They don't have the same ability to juggle work and love as women do, and this focus on self-development often means that a relationship would be seen as a distraction until their goals are achieved. Moreover, a man's drive to establish himself goes beyond financial goals. From an early age, he is socialized to aspire to be that alpha male, the one who is the best at what he does, who drives the best cars, owns the biggest house, and has the kind of success that others admire. This desire isn't just about material gain. It's about proving himself not only to women but also to other men. He wants to be seen as someone who has made it, and until he reaches this point he feels he cannot fully commit to a relationship. When a man hasn't achieved his personal and professional goals, he may feel he has nothing to offer a woman. His primary focus is securing his success and identity before he can give attention to anything else. So if a man seems distant or reluctant to commit, it's often because he's still in the process of figuring out who he is and where he's headed in life. For women, this understanding is key. It's not that men don't want love or relationships. It's that they need to feel secure and confident in themselves before they can truly invest in someone else. If you're waiting for him to settle down but he's still in pursuit of his goals, recognize that his love will come once he has achieved the personal success he desires. As Steve Harvey emphasizes, it's important to stop projecting your own definition of love onto men. Men and women may express love differently, and understanding this difference is essential for fostering a healthy and supportive relationship. Men's need to establish themselves first isn't a flaw. It's a crucial part of their journey to becoming the kind of partner they want to be. Focus point 4. Men need only 3 things in a relationship, while women need many. In relationships, there is a significant difference in what men and women seek from each other. Women often have a wide range of needs and desires. Love, affection, good communication, loyalty, support, intimacy, material gifts, and even some degree of control, like the password to their man's phone. While it may sound like a joke that a woman could have the world but still feel like something is missing, this doesn't mean women are unreasonable. They appreciate everything their partner gives, but the combination of what they want may vary from one woman to another, making them seem more complex and unpredictable. However, when it comes to men, the needs are much simpler and straightforward. Men typically require only 3 essential things in a relationship: support, loyalty, and sex. Support. Men, regardless of their profession or social status, face daily struggles that can be mentally and emotionally draining. They need someone in their corner, a person who believes in them and encourages them even when things are tough. This support is crucial to their well-being and success. In return, men want to feel like kings in the eyes of their partners. Someone who can uplift them when they're feeling down and celebrate their victories no matter how small. Loyalty. Loyalty is of paramount importance to men in relationships. For them, knowing that their partner is steadfastly committed to them is a cornerstone of emotional security. It's not just about being physically faithful but also about being emotionally invested. A man needs to know that no matter what challenges come their way, his woman will always stand by him, support his decisions, and choose him every time. The sense of security that comes from loyalty allows a man to fully invest in the relationship. Sex. Sex is often viewed by men as the ultimate form of intimacy in a relationship. Unlike women, who are often taught to manage and sometimes suppress their sexual desires, men are generally more open and active in their pursuit of sex. For them, a fulfilling sex life is not just a physical need but also an emotional one. A healthy sexual connection in a relationship reinforces the bond between partners, offering men a sense of closeness and fulfillment that they crave. While women often have a more complex and varied list of needs and desires, men's emotional needs tend to revolve around these 3 core aspects. Understanding these differences can help both partners navigate their relationship with more empathy and insight. Women should realize that men may not express love through the same gestures they do, but their needs, though simpler, are just as vital for the success of the relationship. As Steve Harvey puts it, men's primary needs are deeply rooted in their emotional security and physical intimacy. Understanding and meeting these needs is key to building a lasting and fulfilling connection with the man in your life. Focus point 5. Women like to talk, but men would rather fix the problem. In relationships, men and women often approach communication differently. For women, talking is often a way to process emotions or simply bond with others. They may discuss problems or share stories about their day, not always seeking a solution, but rather looking for empathy and understanding. For many women, the act of talking itself is therapeutic. It allows them to release stress, gain perspective, or feel supported by their partner. When a woman vents, it's often about seeking emotional validation, not necessarily asking for a fix. On the other hand, men have a different approach to communication. They tend to view conversations through a lens of problem solving. When a woman shares a frustration or concern, a man's instinct is to find a solution. He doesn't necessarily understand the need to simply vent or talk about a problem without addressing it directly. If a woman mentions an issue like a troublesome friend or a challenging work situation, a man might suggest a straightforward solution, like telling the friend off or taking direct action to fix the situation, because to him, solving the problem is the most important part of the conversation. This tendency to fix problems is part of a man's nature. Men are wired to focus on solutions, often because of their evolutionary role as providers and protectors. Their minds are designed to approach challenges practically and efficiently, rather than dwelling on the emotions or the frustration that may accompany a problem. For a man, hearing about a problem without any plan to resolve it may feel like wasted energy. The drive to just fix it can sometimes come across as dismissive or even frustrating to a woman, especially if she wasn't looking for a solution in the first place. While a woman may simply want someone to listen, reflect, and empathize, a man may feel compelled to offer a fix or solution. This difference can sometimes lead to misunderstandings, as the woman may feel her concerns aren't being fully understood or valued, while the man may feel like he's being unappreciated for offering practical help. Understanding this difference in communication styles is crucial for couples. Women can learn to appreciate that a man's inclination to fix is a sign of his desire to help, even if it doesn't align with what she needs at the moment. Men, on the other hand, can learn to recognize that sometimes the best way to support a woman isn't by solving the problem but by simply listening, empathizing, and offering validation. In short, men's communication is often geared toward finding solutions, while women's communication is often more about emotional connection and venting. Recognizing and respecting these differences can help reduce frustration and strengthen understanding between partners. Focus point 6. If he loves you, he will respect your standards. One of the most empowering principles in dating is setting clear standards for what you expect in a relationship. Too often, women find themselves caught in a cycle of emotional ups and downs, jumping in and out of relationships without finding the man they truly want. This can be avoided if you have well-defined standards that you're not willing to compromise on. Your standards act as a litmus test for finding the right partner, and a man who truly loves and respects you will honor them. While men may seem tough or even intimidating on the outside, deep down many appreciate being guided in how to treat a woman, especially if he wants to build something meaningful with her. He will look to you to set the tone for how you expect to be treated. This is why it's crucial to express your relationship standards early on, but with a touch of subtlety and finesse. If you push too hard, you risk scaring him off, but if you communicate your standards in a clear, confident, and even seductive way, you set the foundation for respect and understanding. Steve Harvey's advice on how to share your standards is key. Let him know what you don't like rather than just listing your preferences. When you state what you don't tolerate, you create space for him to figure out how to meet your expectations in his own unique way. For example, instead of saying, "I like a man who brings me flowers and takes me on dates," try saying, "I don't like it when men are not romantic." This approach gives him room to be creative and figure out how to show romance in ways that may surprise you. It also puts the focus on what you value, making it clear that his actions need to align with your principles. Before diving too deep into a relationship, it's essential to ask some key questions to ensure you and your potential partner are on the same page. These questions help you assess whether he sees a future with you or if he's just enjoying the moment. Here are 5 important questions to consider. What are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? What are your views on relationships? What do you think about me? What do you feel about me? His answers to these questions will reveal whether he is serious about building a future with you or if he's not as invested as you might hope. Taking the time to communicate your standards early and asking the right questions helps ensure that you are building a relationship with someone who respects you, your values, and your vision for the future. Conclusion: understanding men for a stronger relationship. Men and women are undeniably different, but this difference is not something to fear or shy away from. In fact, it can be the very foundation of a successful and harmonious relationship. If women understand how men think. Many relationship struggles and failures occur when women expect men to think, feel, and act in the same ways they do, which is unrealistic. Men are not built to love or behave like women, and expecting them to do so only creates frustration. The key to building a lasting relationship is understanding that men and women express love differently. Men often show love through actions rather than words, and they typically avoid engaging in long-winded emotional discussions. Women, on the other hand, may seek deeper emotional connections through communication and verbal expressions of love. Recognizing and respecting these differences will help both partners feel understood and valued. A man who is serious about a relationship will demonstrate his commitment through actions. If he's stalling or not meeting your expectations, it's important to address the situation openly. If he's not ready to move forward, you should have a clear conversation about your needs and be prepared to make decisions that protect your emotional well-being. A woman shouldn't have to beg or manipulate a man into making a commitment. If he's ready, he will act. For a relationship to thrive, both partners must meet each other halfway. This means understanding your partner's perspective and acting in a way that supports the relationship's growth. As Steve Harvey suggests, a woman should not make excuses for a man's inaction but should also be proactive in ensuring that her needs are met. One valuable tip is to pay close attention to your partner's actions. Often, actions speak louder than words and can offer insights into what your partner truly feels or thinks. Watching how he behaves, especially when he's not saying anything, can help you gauge where the relationship stands and what to expect moving forward. Ultimately, building a solid relationship involves recognizing and embracing these differences. By thinking and acting in a way that acknowledges your partner's mindset, you can create a deeper understanding and pave the way for a successful, long-lasting partnership. Steve Harvey's wisdom from years of experience provides invaluable guidance to help you navigate the complexities of relationships, making sure you never have to fly blind in your journey toward love and happiness. Thank you for joining us in this journey through Steve Harvey's insightful perspective on relationships. We've explored some of the most crucial aspects of how men and women think, love, and approach relationships. To help reinforce the key takeaways, let's summarize the essential points covered in this audiobook. Key focus points. Understanding men's needs. Men require 3 core things in a relationship: support, loyalty, and sex. Men need to find themselves first. Before committing to a relationship, men often need to achieve their goals and feel secure in who they are. Differences in communication. Women enjoy talking and venting, while men focus on fixing problems and finding solutions. Respecting standards. Women should have clear relationship standards and communicate them effectively without being too pushy. Men and women love differently. Understanding these differences is vital to building a solid relationship with mutual respect and harmony. The power of actions over words. Men demonstrate love through their actions, and women should watch for these actions to gauge the sincerity of the relationship. Practical recommendations. Set clear relationship standards. Have well-defined personal standards and communicate them subtly, giving room for creativity in how your partner meets them. Understand his actions. Pay attention to your partner's actions. They will often tell you more than his words. Recognize and embrace differences. Acknowledge that men and women approach love, relationships, and problem-solving differently, and use this knowledge to build mutual understanding. Stay true to yourself. Don't compromise your values or needs for a relationship. If a man truly loves you, he will respect your standards and show his commitment through actions. The insights shared in this audiobook have been carefully designed to help women navigate relationships with a clearer understanding of men's perspectives. By recognizing the differences in how men and women approach love, we can build stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling relationships. This audiobook provides valuable lessons not only for romantic relationships but also for personal growth and understanding in all aspects of life. We sincerely thank you for taking the time to listen and engage with this content. We hope that the information shared has been insightful and useful as you reflect on your own relationships. If you found value in this audiobook, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with others who may benefit. Remember, listening to these insights not only helps you understand relationships better, but it also contributes to your English language improvement. The more you listen, the better you speak. Thank you for being part of this journey, and we look forward to bringing you more content that empowers you to grow in all areas of your life.